Hey everybody, the E3 coverage continues here on PlayStation LiveCast. We've got a lot more to come today, including one game I've had my eye on for quite some time. That's Ghost Recon Wildlands. I guess I should say Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
For the full title.
To be proper. Dominic, you're from Ubisoft Paris.
That's right.
Thank you so much. You're the lead designer on the game. This is a really interesting one because it's a big step away from what we've seen with the last few titles, the advanced warfare,
right.
the advanced warfighter stuff. So tell me at an elevator pitch level,
sure.
What's Wildlands about?
So Wildlands is a military shooter set in a massive, dangerous open world. You can play entirely in solo or an up to 4-player co-op. Set in Bolivia, it's got a modern day setting. It's a near future. But in terms of making a different approach, we have that total freedom of choice, right? So that's the thing that we said at the conference. But it's really important that people understand it's not just in a micro level in terms of like my loadout and my character and how I express myself that way, but also in terms of the opportunities I'm using in the world, the vehicle types I use, in whatever order you want, right? And so that kind of permeates all the way through. So yes, tons of different options, tons of different ways to do it. It's really about giving a kind of a suite of tools, a ton of options, this beautiful world, this dangerous world, lots of different ways to play and say, hey, what would you like to do? That was similar to this guy, but we just wanted him dead. But he was within a camp that had very high walls and sniper towers, and he's super well defended. He's a military leader, but we had to take this guy out. But he's hunkered down. He's surrounded by lots of very heavily armed soldiers.
Yeah, and heavily fortified.
Heavily fortified, and there's like machine gun nests and mortar turrets, and so you see people kind of stealthing their way through, trying to take out the snipers and trying to come through. But we have like a vehicle faction system, so you can take a Santa Blanca vehicle. If you can steal one, drive it carefully up to the gates. We reduce the visibility of the AI, so you're not invisible, of course, but it reduces their detection rate, so you can sometimes kind of get in. They'll open the doors for you because they're not expecting anybody else to be driving their vehicles. There's a bunch of different ways you could approach something like that, but then sometimes we see people who will see, okay, we've got this situation, and there's guards and how am I going to get there? Maybe I'm going to steal a vehicle. Maybe I'm going to go take the long range. And we saw someone take a helicopter, but just before they took the helicopter, they put C4 on the outside of their own helicopter. And so then they fly, and it's like, what's he gonna do? And he jumps out, they base jump, but didn't base jump into the camp, instead came off to the side, and just as the helicopter's falling in real time, so comes down, lands, and detonates the C4 right over the camp.
Oh,
the helicopter explodes and just takes out a whole bunch of guys, and it was fantastic.
That's amazing.
It's one of those moments where we look at each other and it's like, is this a bug? Should we
That's not a bug.
This? No, it's not, it's awesome. He did it.
Now you need to buy a new helicopter, that's the only problem.
Sure, but that's okay. Helicopters come and go.
Yeah, they come and go, that's great. All right, well, Ghost Recon Wildlands looking awesome. Coming out on PS4 in 2017, right?
2017, in March 7th, 2017.
Oh, you already have a date and everything.
We do have a date and everything.
Mark your calendars.
That's it.
Dominic, really appreciate you walking us through the game.
Thank you so much.
PlayStation